2v2, 3v3, and 5v5 is the key to saving U.S. youth soccer and truly to just make the game for the kids. And when I say make the game for the kids, I'm specifically targeting that 12 years and younger, really 6 to 12, but you could push it down to say 5 or 4. There's one main reason, but there's kind of like 2 or 3 subtopics I'm going to get into right here for you. My name is Kyle Wilson, Kyle C. Wilson. I've even been called the Angry Soccer Guy. I have worked with children as young as 2 years old, all the way to professional players over my current 10-year youth soccer career. And the professional players that I've worked with are Louis Nani from Manchester United, Benji Michel, Dom Dwyer, Teshwa Akindele, Ruan Sixela, Santiago Patino, and many others that have played the game at the MLS level and higher. And I've even trained the generational talent, Kawan Bazil, who is arguably the biggest talent coming out of Brazilian football right now, which gives me a lot of knowledge and information to share with people, and that's what I'm doing here. Well, the first one is, let's use a great example. A lot of coaches are volunteers or they have 9-to-5 jobs and they coach after work. Or they're young guys that get into the game kind of like I did. I was a young guy getting into the game. And you think you have the tools, but you really don't. And so there's 2 ways to kind of learn the tools. Either you pay with time, which means you go through the experience, you take the long approach, the years, the months, the days, whatever to get there, or you pay in advance to get there, right? You pay somebody their time to teach you how to do it. Now, let's use a 18-year-old kid, fresh out of high school, wants to get into coaching. And I'm going to give you a specific scenario that will tie this all together. But where do you think they're going to be most comfortable? Running and coaching, training a 7 versus 7 team or a 9 versus 9 team? Or a 2v2 team. So I'm doing this meeting the other day with a gentleman, and I had one of my former players there, 18 years old. He's got a couple brothers and sisters under him. And I asked him, I said, hey, would you want to coach your brother's 2015 team? He's like, absolutely not. He said it a different way, but you get the point. He's like, absolutely not. I said, you know what though? You got a younger sister. Would you maybe be interested in coaching her at 2 versus 2? Yeah, I could do that. 2 versus 2, yeah, why not? So right there, that should be a fundamental shift for U.S. soccer, for everybody inside the sport, that coaches or people that are considering possibly coaching like this kid, well, he's clearly not prepared for 7 versus 7 and 9 versus 9, or hell, even 11 versus 11. But can we provide him a platform where he could get into coaching and do 2 versus 2? Well, the current structure of 3 versus 3, 4v4, 7v7, 9v9, 11v11 is not meeting the needs of the kids, 1, but 2, the coaches. So if we want to get more coaches involved, let's put them where they can actually be at manageable solutions, right? Working with young children that are 1v1s and 2v2s. Like, I don't think it's rocket science. Is youth soccer rocket science? I don't think so. But I want to bring the world of football, especially for my country, the United States of America, into the 21st century, right? For me, it still seems like we're in the Stone Ages. Do you guys want to be in the Stone Ages? Like, I would love to see my country on the men's side at least win a World Cup before I die, before my lifetime. Well, I don't see that happening based on current trajectory, because if grassroots, which is 12 and younger in my opinion, is not taken care of from a technical, a tactical, a physical, a mental development process, where are you going to have national team players? So like FIFA's only requirement is to deal with the national teams. Well, where are our national team players going to come from? We don't have enough depth. We don't have enough depth. Well, let's correct the behavior so we can. And I'll give you one like way counter example to this. So like I live in Orlando, Florida, and Orange County, one of the counties that I live in and work in, is paying a consultant $1,000 a kid to get them back into Orange County schools because so many are leaving. And I'm like, if you just fix the issues that you have, you're not required to go pay a consultant to bring kids back. Why don't you just fix your issues? And when you fix your issues, then you can entice parents to bring their children back. But I don't blame the parents for leaving. The public school system right now is a mess. It's outdated. Improper education. And I mean, there's so many more things we could talk about. And it's like, why pay somebody to bring people back? Just fix the problem. I don't think it's that complicated. It's the same thing here I see on the U.S. youth soccer side. We have all these issues going on and people recognize the issues, but we're not willing to take the steps necessary to correct it. To me, it's a no-brainer. It's not rocket science. So that's what I'm vouching for. Let's make the game about the kids and let's give coaches a platform that can actually be successful on.